Hello, Sacred Path travelers. It's Mother Creator 1111 coming to you with a Sacred Path message from my cards and my ancestral sacred team. I hope all of you are having a beautiful day so far and finding the joy in your day. If you like what this message has to share with you, please hit that thumbs up button. If you like what this channel has to share, please hit that subscribe button. If you would like to contact me for a personal reading or energy work or to collaborate for a project, my email is mothercreator1111@gmail.com. If you feel inspired to donate to my channel, please do. Your donations are very much appreciated. It is Mother Creator 1111 at the Cash App. So I've already called on my sacred team, saged, and let's go ahead and get started. And like I said, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to start out with the Sacred Path cards just to get an energy read on where our Sacred Path tribe, Sacred Path Traveler tribe is, where the Rainbow Warriors are energetically today to help guide us on our sacred path. So thank you for tuning in. I hope that you find this message is uplifting, inspiring, and it blesses you in exactly the way that it's supposed to and helps guide you on your sacred path. Okay. So you're tapping in to original source, great mystery, great spirit, seeing the star in you, seeing through the veil, having an ability to respond, protecting your child within, the innocence of your inner child within. So through tapping into Great Spirit, Great Mystery, you have an ability to respond and protect the purity and the innocence of your inner child. So I'm being called to read ability to respond. This is 27. So, which adds up to a 9. You may be ending a cycle, tapping into original source so that you have a greater ability to respond and tapping into that purity of your innocence of your inner child. You may have been doing some inner child healing. You may be tapping back into that purity and innocence of your inner child, that free, joyful, blissful, childlike spirit that's pure and free and creative. Cradleboard of creation, protect this child from harm. Child of all tomorrows, sleep safely in my arms. Until the time you will wake, then you will be able to respond in kind to humanity. So this tapping into original source may be changing the way that you're responding to humanity. So the papoose in the cradle board signifies that you're carrying is your future. So if you wish to influence your future, you must respond now. Whatever the situation, the ability to respond is called for at this time. The warrior side of your nature has the courage you need. Don't sit and wait for something or someone else to do something. Use your creativity, speak your truth, and respond. You're being reminded that it is your responsibility to find your own answers and act upon them. Whether it is past, present, or future challenge makes no difference. You can respond in a way that will promote your growth. You can use your medicine to respond to the situation and how the action will make you grow. You have the ability, so now you must recognize it in the self and use it. So you use this medicine and you'll tap into this innocence of your inner child that you may have been healing. I've gone through that as well. Had to ask Original Source to help me see the child within me and the future that I was protecting within myself. So South Shield, Red Earth South Shield, child filled with wonder, teach me to yield. Laughter is your giveaway. In innocence and joy, tricking me into the place of little girls and boys. So you may want to respond joyfully like a childlike spirit in order to create this future courageously through tapping into Original Source, Great Mystery, Great Spirit. So through knowing the child within, you will restore faith in life and capture the wonder of being alive. It was a good day to be alive and a good day to laugh and a good day to begin again. So you can begin again today. I have a little sign on my door that says, make today the best day of your life. So that's what I intend to do today, and I hope you do too. So the South Shield marks a time of returning to the childlike parts of self that need no support from the ego. Look at how you can be humble in the present situation, balance work with play, and sacredness with irreverence. In other words, you'll need to lighten up and drop the uptight parts of self before you can continue. This may be time to get some physical exercise, to loosen up tight muscles, or to laugh to loosen up your sophisticated garbage. Stop holding on so tight and remember how to trust. How can you trust anything or anyone when the image in the mirror isn't really you? This card insists that the child within is trying to teach you something about how to handle the situation. Listening and trusting the little tyke might restore some of the lost magic of life. Remember, playfulness heals a world of woes. So that's a great reminder for all of us to just be in that playful childlike spirit. You may have gone through a death and rebirth, going through a change, allowing the old ways, old belief systems, old parts of self to fall away, to shed this old self and tap into Original Source, Great Spirit, Great Mystery, and create your future and create the life you love with inspired creative action. You're tapping into this innocence of your inner child. Not being so rigid and worried about how everything's going to turn out. I'm just trying to flow with life. Okay, next we're going to get some cards from Hidden Worlds Oracle to see what may be hidden that needs to be brought to light to allow us to see the star within ourselves, have the ability to respond and create the future that we love, create the life we love with this joy and purity and innocence of our inner child. So this may be a time for you to go to a healing temple where you can have restoration, care, and safety. So you may need to, in order to go through this change, this death and rebirth, you may need to go to a healing temple of some kind, or make your body, mind, and spirit a healing temple that is being restored, making it a safe place for healing. I would like to know what that means, okay? I'm being drawn to read this. This is number 1, Healing Temple. I haven't drawn this card before, so we'll experience this together. If I can find it. Here we go. I now accept the powerful healing being offered. So if you're being offered a healing, open up and receive it. Your own personal journey is beginning, and you will be met, guided, and cared for as you move through this process. There is a place of great safety and calm for you to return to, where the vibration is loving and pure, focused and high, and you will respond to the care, the energy, and the complete immersion into a healing environment. But first, you must enter. The guardian of the temple has opened their arms to welcome you. The choice is yours, so make the choice to make your body a sacred space. Be open to the healing that you may be receiving from divine grace. So next we're going to get a card from Flower of Life. As we enter the healing temple and creating our body, mind, and spirit as a healing temple, and then sharing that to restore others, being a safe space for others to return to, and opening our arms to them, making a sacred, safe space for those we love, and opening our arms to them. As we can see the child in all of us, no matter how old we are. And this brings us freedom. Liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past, from what is often called tradition. Throw open the cupboard doors to reveal the skeletons and release the crystallized views of your ancestors that have manifested as your genes. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. Say thank you to all who have come before us for their creations and all that they lived. For in doing so, they gave us and you options and brought you where you are now. When you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all that the generation before you wanted. You are the manifestation of the expanded previous generation. Each generation's job is to expand even more for the sheer beauty and joy of it. This is the natural flow of life. Somehow we allowed ourselves to become living statues, reenacting the experiences of the past, becoming a victim to this. Your genes are a blueprint formed by the past to give you a place to start when you arrive. Your genes do not decide anything, you do. Liberate yourself and become who you know you are. You are powerful. So you have the ability to create the life that you love. You are sacred. So build your life on this sacred foundation. You are a healing temple. Be free. Life is sacred. Sacred in the way that it is the animator of your soul. Life is your body. It is a manifestation of you. If you can create your body, there's no end to what you can create. Your life is yours to do what you will with it. You make it whatever you want. All dreams and possibilities are open to you. Be who you are, love who you are, move forward, and be courageous. As you inspire yourself, you will inspire others. Today, breathe in the breath of life. Be present in each moment. You are free to be who you are. Feel into the essence of you, the larger part of you, the divine, the grace that you are. Sense the eternal, ever-expanding wonderment of you and know a knowingness of your truth, bliss, and joy. So like I said, that purity of that childlike spirit, it's sacred. You're receiving messages, channels, and information from the divine about your sacred being, who you are. So be free to express this sacred part of you. It's beautiful and free and pure Next, I'm going to get a card from Pegasus Oracle for affirmations and guidance to uplift your spirit. I think we could always use a little upliftment of our spirit. Thank you, ancestors, for these messages, and thank you for our gifts. What do we need to know as a Sacred Path Traveler tribe from Pegasus Oracle for affirmation guidance to uplift our spirits as we go out and walk our sacred path today? What needs to be affirmed at this time? Okay. So, Fountain of Pegasus, 25. Beloved Pegasus of the pure fountain, you bring the higher will of spirit to life, overcoming the negative effects of karmic seeds, transforming them into luminous grace. For the spiritual benefit of all beings, I open myself completely to the light of wisdom that sets the soul free. So just like we drew the card of freedom, this is going to set your soul free. So be open. So you're being given a beautiful blessing of emotional healing today. Delivering the blessed gift of an answered prayer or a wish fulfilled, and the divine protection to begin a new chapter. So like I said, the ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new. This is the card of a birth, a new beginning, and allowing the fruition of previous efforts to lead to freedom. I love how spirit works. We just drew the freedom card. And the capacity to truly leave the past behind so you can move into a state of increased grace. It signifies that any adverse effects, karmic ancestral legacies, or other unwanted past influences are being cleared. Such a deep spiritual cleansing is available to you now if you are open to it. So if you are open to it, imagine a fountain of pure light pouring through you, washing all impurities into the earth beneath you, where they will nourish forms of life that thrive on them. This cleansing is effective beyond time and space, through all dimensions and layers of your being. As you choose to release, you shall be renewed. You can set healing in motion for yourself and others. Your beautiful connection to spirit can assist you in supporting others to transform their tears of sorrow into tears of joy. The power of prayer and intention setting is heightened at this time. Ask for what you want, and what you want shall come to you. So this is a beautiful emotional healing blessing. As the waters pour forth, and red Pegasus of firelight. And so this is a number 1 as well. Through unconditional love, divine grace, and enlightened wisdom, excuse me, I open to healing and embrace the gifts of material well-being. So you're receiving an emotional healing and a foundation of material well-being, abundance, safety, and presence with a willing heart for the spiritual benefit of all beings. So this is a healing of your foundation because of the unconditional love, divine grace, and enlightened wisdom that you hold within your heart, because you are open to healing and you embrace the gifts of material well-being. So you may be receiving a material well-being in your foundational energies as you receive these messages, channels, and information from the divine about your being sacred. Maybe you were asleep to the fact that you were sacred. I was. I think I started waking up probably around 20 when I knew I was here for a special purpose, but I didn't know what. I think that's when I began my searching journey. 2020 on my time clock, and 2020 was another big awakening for me too. So it started out painfully, but as you can see, if you watched my other channel, it's Mother Lover for Life 100%. I started it when I was homeless, waiting for housing, and it was a pretty difficult journey. So if you're going through some difficult parts right now, you may be going through an emotional healing and a healing of your material foundation and your material well-being. As you heal this emotional body, your material, your ability to materialize and manifest into the physical becomes more potent as you tap into this sacred part of you. These blessings will come from that emotional healing through tapping into what's sacred within you. It will draw in blessing. Sisters of the Rising Sun. So you may be tapping in or connecting with other like-minded and like-hearted sisters. You are a highly creative being with the ability to help raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects and dreams. Remain open to other souls joining forces with you, just like the Sisters of the Rising Sun, who bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, wonderful things can happen. So you can align yourself with other like-minded and like-hearted beings to create these endeavors that are based on sacred, unconditional love. And here's another Sisters of the Star Blossom. Whilst we each take our own journey to divine bliss and truth, we have soul friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find our way home with the least suffering and greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others too. It is a spiral of support and love that wishes to connect more with you now. Weave the future golden. That's the foundation. So you are sacred. You're receiving messages and channels of information from the divine regarding your emotional well-being and material well-being through weaving this foundation that's built on your sacred truth. You are weaving your future golden. Something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin now assists you to weave your future in the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, and which will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. So I hope you go out today, do something that makes your heart smile, and create the life that you love. If you like this message, hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you like. And all my contact information is in the About section under the description box. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Mother Creator out. Peace. Have a great day.